Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Puzzle Hunt the CMU Time Travel Puzzle Hunt. I'm TheLetsPlayPrincess. In the last episode, we got this one done pretty quickly. This one destroyed us though, which kinda sucks. Okay, so this one is cut up into 3 segments, which terrifies the hell out of me, but this is the last one for our first set. Because, well, once we do Bootleg, we do the basic image editor, and I don't know what the hell happens there. I'm assuming the update video will tell us how to do something. So, we recently confiscated a set of 5 devices from a rogue island state of Anglophone Atlantis. That sounds stupid. Wow, 7 minutes already, Jesus. The first 4, labeled A, B, C, and D, take 1 input, while the last takes 2. We're not sure how each of them works, but we know they can't make something that doesn't exist. Find out how the thieves use them. So they make a word. So A, B, C, and D each do an input-output command. They do one very simple thing. And solving these first few will tell us what that one simple thing is. And they have to put out another word. Okay, none of these things seem to be affected by machines A, B, C, or D. And then this is when it gets fun. So the last output just fuses them together. So I need gun and I need... What do I need? I would need gun and I would need... the R and the U... the R and the T... but the only thing that could be done was to make it into rut. Then gun and rut could be fused into grunt, which would then tell me a few things. It would tell me, well, let's put it up here. A equals take letter out. And to get the futon to gun, I need 2 separate things. I could... What could I do? What could I do with that? Well, let's put this here. B equals... C equals... Well, I already know what C equals. That's kind of an obvious one, actually, if you look at it. Because that can only go to ant to become the ending of that. So C equals move first to last. It might just be move 1 letter, but I feel like these are all going to be significant. So this might actually be... These all are like a single step process. So it'd be move 1 letter to another letter, but encoding it'd be easier to put in something like... And we have to think that these are logic machines, so they are running on one simple set of code. Like, take X, move over X. So it would be move first to last. Which means A isn't just take letters out, it was the S. This doesn't have an S in it, so it's not remove S's, it's... I was looking at number 2, for example. Okay. So this crosses out these, which means it's take middle letters out. And I'll put a little thing there. Take middle letters out, move first to last. If I take middle letters out, I get fun. And then to get the fun to gun, I would need to change the F. But it wouldn't just be change a letter. Oh, okay. It goes up by 1. Now maybe it's always +1, maybe it's plus number, but I'm going to assume +1 right there. So that's that. Would B be to add a letter? It becomes a 3 to a 4-letter word. D would be to add a letter. I have a T there. C is to move first to last. So for that, it would be T's, which means the D did work, and it changed the R to an S. So with that in mind, what does B do? B makes it a 4-letter word. What? Okay. D. Okay, is C-E-A-R a word? If C-E-A-R is a word, how do you sear food? How do you sear meat? Searing serves the very important purpose of building flavor and texture. How do you spell sear? Verb to burn or char the surface off. Seared the meat. So sear is a word, but it just wanted to give me the Sears catalog and stuff. Okay, so sear is a word. So B adds a letter? Take middle letters out. Move first to last. Letter +1. That works. Plural for T is T's. We changed the tier to T's. We moved the T to the end. These all make sense. So B has to make it into a 4-letter word that then has to have a letter +1, which would be the T, because every other letter sticks. Ear is there and ear is there. So that has to be sear. And therefore, this has to be potentially add a letter. So that gives us all 4 commands. With that, we go to number 2. So, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? These are the interesting questions. We'll make this short. We'll make it 3 minutes. That way I can actually make the next one exactly 30 minutes and be good. So what can we do? We'll scroll back up because that's important. These just helped us determine the commands. This will help us further with the commands. C, move first to last. C becomes ramp. That actually makes sense. Take the M from, again, the middle. You get the word wrap. You add a letter, potentially. Wraps and gaps would become grasp. Srap. Because they have to each share an S to get that S there. So what I'm realizing, 1, is that I'm not staying concurrent with the uppercase and the lowercase. But 2, the general rule for this last logic gate is all letters get carried over, no duplicates get carried over. the word backside only has one of each letter. There's an A, a B, a C, a K, an S, an I, a D, and an E. There are no repeats. So, D again was to add plus one letter. Twice doesn't exist. Add plus one to a letter. I need my handy dandy alphabet. Because I can't think of the alphabet right now, I guess, because I'm fucking stupid. Smice, I'm pretty sure isn't a word. Slide is. And then you take a letter from the middle, would be the L, and you get side. Licorice to slice. B was to add a letter. So I need to get a 4-letter word with... I then add one letter to make slice. The S doesn't exist, so the S must have been added. So it's lice. Which means either this was cut out or that was cut out. But it doesn't matter. What matters is that something got cut out, it became lice, the B was added to make slice. By B being added, I mean the B logic gate. D changed a letter up to slide. A took away the middle letter, which is an L, and not like a letter from the middle, sandwiched between the two ends. It became side. So now I still need the word back or something like the word back. And I can actually make the word back if I cut out the RRA, which would in fact make the word backside. So all of our logic gates so far are working exactly as created. None of these things seem to be affected by the machines A, B, C, or D. Abst doesn't exist as a word. No. I'm going backwards. Saps is a word, but that would be going back one from T. Up one from T would be the letter U, and uaps doesn't exist. Tbs doesn't exist. Tex doesn't exist. And tapped. TAPT absolutely exists. No, it doesn't. It's an acronym. What the hell am I thinking? So, yeah, these all exist. Okay. So this was just to help further us along in the idea of trying to figure out if we had the right logic gates. We do. I think we don't need that page anymore. Now, the problem with fucking stupid ass GIMP is I can't move projects around. They stick to where they are, so I can't move this closer. I'm gonna have to constantly jump over a fucking thing. So, with that in mind, what am I looking at here? Let's zoom back out. Alright, I have an idea of where to start. Now, I'm looking more at this bottom area than anything else, because, if I can pull up my alphabet again real quick. That no longer exists, it turns out. I somehow closed that. Aren't I good at what I do? Yes, I shouldn't be opening the alphabet, but so sue me. I mean, I need to eat a drink besides water so far, so I'm a little tired. So yeah. Qui doesn't exist as a word. Pi, P-I-I, doesn't exist. And P-H... J doesn't exist as a word, so it's not the add letter to one. But what I do notice is this. I can, what letter was it? I can do a C here to make this hip. If I could spell the fucking word, that would be fantastic. I can then... Wrong one. add a letter to make the word ship. And why is that so important? Well, a shipyard absolutely exists. That's a thing. A shipyard totally exists. Now, I don't know how long the word over here is, but we have some steps to go to get to the first half of it. So let's go back up here. What can I do with the word vault? Well, AULTV doesn't exist as a word. We're going to take letters out. Volt doesn't exist, and Vault doesn't exist. Vot doesn't exist, and Veul doesn't exist, so I can't just take middle letters out. If I miss first to last, that would be Altiva, and I'm pretty sure that's not a word. Add a letter. I get vaults, but I'm not sure I want that either. So what I want... Can I add a letter to one? Walt doesn't exist. Vault doesn't exist. Vola doesn't exist. Vompt doesn't exist. And Vafdl doesn't exist. So this is the one that breaks me, I see. Let's go to article. Article first move to last. Move first to last. Let's actually write these. Oh shit, I forgot to do the thing. Is it move first to last? Absolutely not. Is it add letter to one? We're gonna put that as a big fat no. A, B, A, B, A, B. Add a letter, take a letter out. 4 letters now. Ale works. And R works. So let's say it's A. Let me look back. Gun and grunt, they didn't rearrange letters. Ant and sect, they didn't rearrange letters. They just got spaced out. East, there was nothing there. Reps, side and back became backside. So letters don't get rearranged in the final thing. So actually, I know this is going to be bad. So that's not raps. It's rasp. And this was actually gasp. So that keeps with the idea. So the idea is stuff does not get rearranged. Gasp is in there if we take out the R. Rasp is in there if you take out the G. Letters don't get rearranged when they get combined. I don't think we're going to have a 5-minute here. I think I'm going to have to look at a hint. Just one little hint. Just one very, very small hint. Again, I hate this. I wish I had a person helping me, but why would that exist? So far those are right. Ant and sect became a thing. Tease, tear, sear, east. That worked. Ramp, rap, rasp, gap, gas. Licorice, slice, blah, blah. So that all works. Cool. Those don't work. Okay. I just want... How am I that retarded? Okay. So this is an A. That becomes that. I want to finish this one before people get home. And they get home in 14 minutes. So, I don't think article is right. I don't think article is right at all. Did I get article right, at the very least? So we're going to zoom this in heavily. Oh, shit. No, okay. Can I zoom in more? No? Oh, shit. Okay. I am holding up my hand so I can only see certain bits. Did I at least get that right? Ale. Excellent. Cool. Did I get the other parts right? Shipping yard to become shipyard? Yes. Excellent. Cool. That's all that matters to me. Cool. So that is ale. What does that give me? What does that give me? What does that give me? Vault and ale get fused together to become... And that's the only hint we're getting. I'm not giving up on this one. I need a V, A, L, T, and an E. Let's use our handy-dandy word scrambler, shall we? Valet! Damn, I didn't even think about that. Okay. What can I do with valet? What can I do with valet? What can I do with valet? Can I move the last letter over? No, absolutely not. So that ain't a B. Or a C. Can I add one to each letter? That would give us... wallet with only one L. And I said wallet because less L, so I'm emphasizing on the A over wallet. So that doesn't exist. I'm pretty sure I can't change that A to a B or that E to an F. Vamit, I'm pretty sure doesn't exist as a word, and value doesn't exist as a word, so it's not add letter, so it's either a B or an A. V-A-L-T doesn't exist as a word. V-A-E-T doesn't exist as a word. V-A-L-T doesn't exist as a word. V-E-T. V-E-T does work. So we could do A to that. That's if we took out the A-L. That also exists. And if I were to do a B, I would get valets. But I don't. Is valets a word? I'm pretty sure valet is a fucking person who does your car. Yeah, so valet is plural. So a B will go to valets. What do I do with that? What I can do with that is I can move beginning to end with any of those. I can't exactly do an A for the first two. I could add letters to make vets and vats. So I could do vets, vats. I could do wets. I think this is going to be too many options. I think it's going to be way too many options. Is there anything that says that I can't do the same process multiple times in a row? A to D, A, C, A, B, D, 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 D right there says that, yes, I can do multiple at the same time, so that's bad. Fuck. Can I do anything with valets? I could get to vats again. I could get to vets again. In fact, the more I think about it, the more I think vats or vets are the most logical words here. Because even valets with an A command goes back to vets or vats, while a add letter command makes vet and vat become vets and vats. So there's two separate ways to get to vets and vats. Remove letters, or add letters, remove letters, which means they are very logical steps, which either means they are right or they are way too logical and they are absolutely wrong. So let's instead switch back to down here. Hip yards doesn't exist. That's not a C command. Remove, or my other commands? Add one to each letter. A tip yard doesn't exist. If 12 o'clock hits before I can solve this, I have to use the thing. I don't want to ruin this one. I'm just going to use a hint, and it'll be like having a second person here. A slap yard doesn't exist. A SHJP doesn't exist, so you can't have a yard of it. That can't exist. A ship czar doesn't exist. I can't change the A to a B. Okay, it's not add one to a letter, it's not move the letter over, so it's either take letters out from the middle, so a sip yard, no. A she yard, no. A shepherd exists. I'm pretty sure a shepherd doesn't exist. But you know what? I'm not fucking looking at it. Well, there is an herb farm in Australia named Shepherds, but I'm pretty sure we're not talking about Australia right now. Can't just get rid of the A. And a shipyard doesn't exist. Sure, I'll take that other hint. Was I right at the top part? Is it valet / or is it vets / vets? That's the big question. Wow. Wow, I'm retarded. Wow. Okay, can I get the word in? Can I get invest as an answer? The answer is shipyard goes to shard. Oh, I would have never guessed that. I never in a million fucking years would have guessed that bit. So that gets rid of IPY. Oh, that's good. That's so good. What I can do is I can pull up my lovely word scrambler again. Right? And I can type in the letters I have so far, which are VST HARD. And I can get to the word hardest. No word shares all 8 letters. So I need to bring it down. So I can remove... I took letters out. I'm not going to add letters. I need to get rid of more letters. I can't just do D. I can't do D at all. Yes, I can. I can use D to make share. So D becomes share, which would then, if I replace the D in my little word scrambler with an E, that would give me nothing. A can't be used. Hards isn't a word. Add a letter. Don't I ever remove a letter one? Only if it's in the middle. Alright, last hint. We can't just keep doing this. Just share, okay. Or I just spoiled it for myself. I would have never gotten that. Never in a million fucking years would I have ever received that idea. Share to hares to harvest? Sure. Sure, whatever you say. You beat me this round, but holy shit. So this was right, though. At the very least, that was right. But then we go to hares, which goes to harvest. That is such a weird fucking concept of a puzzle, and I hate it. I mean, I do. I really do. That was a... Everything here was good. It was fun. It made sense. This was the kick in the ass. I'll admit, I'm stupid. But we have our answer. So next time on Let's Puzzle the CMU Time Travel Hunt, we watch the second update video, and we use these words that we have to somehow do something with a fake Photoshop thing. Sure. However the hell that works, I don't understand it either. How do the words harvest, concentration... No, don't do that. Bias, juxtapose, surprise, intelligence, orbit, and clamor literally do anything. Unless they're supposed to all be code words like clamors to bring stuff together, so that's the crop tool, and orbit is the rotate tool and shit like that. But I don't get what intelligence or surprise would be. Bias I don't get. Juxtapose... I don't think I can translate juxtapose into any type of thing. Concentration would be the hues and the color scheme tool. Harvest, I don't think I can translate into any sort of Photoshop related tool. But yeah, next time we're going to watch that video and we're going to figure out how in the hell this next bit works. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you liked what you saw. Patreon link is in the description below. I'm the Let's Play Princess, signing off. Peace and love to you all as always. I really wish I had a second person for this.